Okay, welcome to this week's AgostoAllElite Podcast. But wrestling is sweet and amazing. Anyway, on this Saturday, let's go to it. Okay, let's start with the Raw recaps. Recap shows. Let's start with Raw. The Usos versus Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, Undisputed Tag Belts. WWE didn't waste any time at the top of the show, getting right to the action with the match. Undisputed Tag Team Championship. The Usos thought they found a easy way out. Zayn and Sikoa were there to support Jimmy and Jey Uso. Talking about from earlier today when Elias was taken out backstage by the Bloodline. Later, Jimmy claimed the match was canceled. Riddle came out claiming he found a new partner. Kevin Owens joined fight for a tag title. KO started against Jey and beat him to the mat right away. So Riddle turned things around. Then the Crusher break by slaying Riddle in the corner with tags. Bro began to show some signs of life, but finally tagging Owens. Good amount of time for making the competitive contest. All four men looking good. Felt like countless other tag matches, tag contests we have seen. Good and satisfying reason. Challengers being a bit of an odd couple. The Usos were able to retain the title by pinning Riddle with the 1D. The prize fighter chased the Bloodline out with a chair, but then sees Sikoa staying behind, beat up Riddle by himself. Maga's trademarks from Spike. It was based on post-match assault by Sikoa. So yeah. So the Usos are still the champion. And pretty much, yeah. Alright. Asuka versus Bayley versus Rhea Ripley. Bayley was out first for a triple threat tag team match against Asuka and Rhea Ripley. The winner bout faced the winner of the now triple threat to see who gets the next shot at Bianca Belair in the Raw Women's Championship. Before the match began, Bayley and Becky Lynch had a confrontation in the ring. As the match tried to leave, she was met ass out by Ripley. Stared down before the Nightmare got to the ring. The Empress hit Bayley with a drop kick as soon as the bell rang. Ripley prevented her from capitalizing it. The moon model was throwing rings. And Ripley could fight but she didn't stay for long. Bayley and Asuka were forced to work together in an attempt to neutralize the Nightmare, but their alliance broke down almost immediately. The match was a lot of fun, gave all three women a chance to look good on the way. Everyone was laying their strikes, indeed, it's only for their opponents like pros. They found several ways to leave all three competitors in injured spots, like they now look two tribes. While Ripley sees like to say returns at times, Bayley was the one who ended up scoring the win. The Nightmare took out the frustration of Asuka once the match was over. Yeah, pretty much that happened. So Ripley took out the frustration of Asuka, and it was pretty much it. Alright, next one. Austin Theory versus AgostoAllElite U.S. title. Rollins and Lashley will meet next week in number contender for the U.S. title, but they couldn't wait 7 days to get their hands on each other. Pete Williams ended up taking the spear when a bunch of officials tried to break it up. The next match saw Mustafa Ali get a title shot at the United States Championship against Austin Theory. The champion asserted dominance early on, overpowered Ali to take control. The former Chicago cop keeps trying to find a way to make a comeback, but Theory continued to push him around most of the time. This was a solid competitive performance. Two young stars, but both want to prove that they deserve the top spot in 2023. Even though Ali been booed terribly in recent months, he continued to put on fantastic matches. However, they came close to a dangerous spot for a hurricane top rope. They mainly both men appeared fine, covering the right way with a tornado DT. They gave Ali a near fall in one spot with this good display of skills. Thus, they showed up and hit there with a super kick out of nowhere to call disqualification. Ali got in his face for costing the tie that allowed Theory to take both men down when they're distracted. While the ending was not ideal, the fact that Theory has Ziggler, Ali, Lashley, and Rollins all chasing the U.S. title makes it feel like one of the most sought-after belts in all of WWE. The OC versus the Alpha Academy and Baron Corbin. AJ Styles and Corbin got screaming during the board games. OC ended up having a 6-man tag against Corbin and Alpha Academy. The new wrestling god and final one started their team since they had their argument led to the bout. Corbin used the side advantage to take Styles down early, but back too much, allowed the opponent to recover. The match had a somewhat slow pace for several minutes, but not in the bad way. Everyone was obeying the rules, tagging in and out, trying to get 100 miles per hour, save for the final sequence. This was a textbook WWE 6-man match. Now, really got too out of hand, but it never reached the level of excitement expected for any match involving styles. It was a decent, but not to write home about. After the fun exchange with 6 competitors brought things to close, Gallows and Anderson hit Gable with the Magic Killer for the win. Yeah, that was pretty much a 6-man tag. Yeah. Alright, Akira Tozawa vs Dominic Mysterio. After getting into an argument during the poker game, Tozawa and Mysterio submit for a singles match, but Dom came down with Judgment Day stable. The Japanese superstar uses speed and agility to control his younger opponent for the first minute, but Dominic sent him to the middle turnbuckle, saw his momentum. Tozawa misses signature senton for the top rope, so Mysterio capitalized a hidden frog splash for the win. This was a quick match that didn't do much other than give Mysterio a easy win. Yeah, Dominic is getting good, but whatever. All right. Okay. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross. The second triple threat match for women's division closed the show where Lynch, Bliss, and Nikki Cross got fighting to see who will face Bayley next week. The winner of the match will get Tasha against Belair in the future. Cross ended leaving the ring so we could watch Bliss and Lynch had a nice exchange near falls. Counter trying to get back to the ring, and the man took her down with a baseball slide drop kick. Cross used her dark side of style of offense, take both women out right before the first commercial break. Big time Becks begin to dominate when we return. All 3 women were their styles, but all versatile too. That allowed them to put on a front and counter. I was almost good. The other triple threat was on night. The first bout was slightly more aggressive to the pace of it. Io Sky, Dakota Kai came out, interfered to prevent the man from winning the powerbomb through the down stable to allow the guys to hit a Twisted Bliss for the win. So here's my thoughts on Raw. It was okay, but still needs improvements. Yeah. Alright, we're going to the NXT recap now. Okay. Let's start with Iron Survivor qualifier. Exum versus Ron Wagner versus Andre Trace. Let's start with that. Andre Trace wiped out both opponents with DDTs and planted Ron Wagner with a crossbody, but AM snuck in with a golden ratio to pin Big Man. This is surprisingly engaging 3 men who have limited history. Wagner and Axiom has chemistry explored, which the WWE should highlight. It's surprising to see the superhero pick up the win, but it's clearly the most talented in-ring performer of the 3. He'll add so much in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge, especially he starts the match. Warrior did pick up another loss, while Chase cannot catch many breaks, but we'll have stories to tell coming out of this. Yeah, Exum defeated Wagner and Chase by pinfall to qualify in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Well, mostly again, there's added, I will review the Ring of Honor's final battle, so stay tuned, it'll be put on Monday, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Indashir laid out Bryson Montana. Indashir attacked Bryson Montana for the match with Jair Burnell. Big body Giant suddenly put a hamstring before entered the ring. Saga via Mahan declined to fight the Creeper, so they're 100% healthy. Prius and Creed were not having official has to keep them away from the big men. This was a segment for various reasons. Well, it continued to highlight the feud of Industry and the Creeds, which was the brand's hottest angle at the moment. Delaying the match made beneficial NXT and keep building. It also gave the front spot Burnell, who's finding his way as a cowardly heel. He decided to try and take an easy win or avoid it this year. He took the safe option. Alright. Tony D'Angelo take quick work of Eon Ixon Quinn ready for the freshman suplex. The Dawn called out Wesley, Grand answer DJ interrupted and warned both men to keep his name out of their mouths. And Lee has 200 rivals setting up for start his NXT North America Championship reign. D'Angelo remains one of the WWE's most protected acts for his unfortunate injury against Lee, while Dijak is the talented one who just his true potential. It's shame that it looks like the 3 will miss deadline. Saturday, hope that NXT will feature his few problems at the end of the year, make up for this in the peer review. How that might have fallen. Quinn was completely squashed in the fourth match. WWE later released him sooner and used him seriously edited longer. Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, Quinn was somewhat of a failure, but he'll back up. Well, there's also Impact Wrestling. There's always Impact Wrestler, New Japan Strong. So that's there. Yeah. Anyway, Charles Dempsey versus Hank Walker. Charlie Dempsey and Regal's son wore down Hank Walker on the mat with technical offense, made him tap out with Ross and Cab, crossface combination. What the? This was a fire and enhancement match, building the danger of Dempsey as a competitor, but Walker's not the type of wrestler that can challenge him in the ring, so there's much to see him. It'll be interesting to watch how Dempsey develops. He's Will Regal's son, which puts him a lot of expectations on him. He can't talk like his father yet. His in-ring work still will come along, but it all click if it all could click, it'd be special. So yeah, the New Day erupted Pretty Deadly. Okay, Pretty Deadly told the story of Christmas Fun. The question how anytime a tag team could challenge them. The New Day then make a shocking revival to challenge Kit Wilson and Elton Prince at Deadline. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods made a special surprise appearance in NXT and a very welcome surprise. It gave Pretty Deadly a rival Saturday when sending a question where it could pull off an upsetting against the main roster tandem. The New Day are one of the most best tag teams in the world. While it may not make sense for Kingston and Woods to win the goal at this time, they are a rare team that can generally outmatch Pretty Deadly, which is tandem that feel unstoppable against any other teams in NXT. Also, at this time, WWE has set up Pretty Deadly as an instant success on the main roster with their recent list of opponents. So that's pretty much then. Okay. We got Isla Dawn versus Dia Hall with Chase U. Duke Hudson's not happy about this match while Andre Chase tried to cheer on Dia Hale. Anyway, Isla Dawn hit a pair of standing elbow drops for the win, but after stopping Hale's attempt to rally afterward, Albert Ferrer attacked Dawn, so the officials broke it up. There was much to see here. It could have been helpful to show course of more Dawn's offense. Instead, the two crawled to a finish to a 3-minute contest. What worked much better was the continuation build of Freya and Dawn. This comes up at the last stand of Freya before it heads to the main roster. She's doing what she can to make this feud even more matter through her body language. So that's that. So yeah. Malik Blade and Edris Ena versus Josh Briggs and Brooke Jensen. So yeah. Bob Wagner rides a brawl with Austin Jones outside, left both Edris enough and Malik distracted. Brooke Jensen caught Ena for the spinning heel, considered for the high-low combination. Josh Briggs for the win. Honestly, I'm going to say this was disappointing. There are talented teams that got stuck in a miniature match on a night when there's room for more. Everyone, Evolve could continue to benefit more in ring time, ring time. Honestly, the action itself was fine. There was no reason anyone involved should get squashed. While the distraction itself finished, Enoch and Blade had earned a bit more respect. Good for them. Yay. Alright. Iron Survivor qualifier for the females. Indy Hartwell versus Wendy Cho. Wendy Cho. Val and Helen. Okay. Wendy Cho caught Helen with a color single splash, but Indy Hartwell threw Cho out. Caught Henley with a 1-on-4 for the win. Honestly, this is not the level of the men's triple threat. But they all three worked hard to make the most of the spotlight. Hartwell guided the story in the match, picked up the win thanks to opportunist tactics. Well, was the right choice for Indy Hartwell to win, wrestling to win. She fits this best, given her experience, while she has to prove herself at Deadline. She earned a main roster call-up if she works her best. So, yeah. Both Cho and Henley would have been more interesting additions to the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge than Kai and James. The match is set up as it is. However, James will show that he deserves a spot in a big spotlight. So yeah, basically Hartwell defeating Helen Chu by pinfall in the final spot in the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. And, yeah, good for her. Let's go with the Grayson's Wild Effect with Men's Iron Survivor Challenge competitors at the main event. The Grayson Wild Effect was a talk-heavy segment. Everyone put themselves over. Wallach got annoyed and started brawling between the guests that divided into a group for making an exit to let others battle out. While the group fight talent wrestlers, most of them did not sound good in this segment. Joey Case talked about the penalty box, felt like character. JD McDuggan talked about hurting people while selling his intellect as he previously. Honestly, Ace was a limited talker. Kamala Hayes and Wall did not talk enough to keep control of the segment. This segment was made for them, but played the second fiddle of the competitors less likely to win on Sunday. So honestly, the match would be good, but the hype for this men's is very low. Now, this is why Final Battle is a better pay-per-view than Deadline. That's my opinion. Alright, let's go to the Dynamite recap. Alright, let's start with Dynamite Battle Royale. Diamond Battle Royale, whatever it was. The participants all say, alright, Ricky Starks, Jungle Boy, The Butcher, The Blade, Dustin Rhodes, Orange Cassidy, Brian Cage, Lee Moriarty, Ethan Page, Kip Sabian, Matt Hardy, Captain Sean Dean, and Dalton Castle. So, it all began a week ago when Starks claimed won the Diamond Ring Battle Royale, began the process taking everything from MJF, beginning with $150,000 ring, and then it went to coming with the AEW World title. He kicked off the quest Wednesday night by making good in his first part of his promise, winning the Battle Royale by eliminating both Hardy and Page. The contest featured some solid storytelling and introduction to new stories feuds such as Jungle Boy vs. The Firm, the latest and ongoing program for the most All Eagle and Hardy. While most Battle Royals are unorthodox, a cheap way to steal a host or take up a long segment to television. Now, until that's their purpose, and will have reached an effect, or at least should. Eclipsing that, though, one of the best Hama segments of the year, Victor and Jay ripped his post-on celebration, taking personal shots at each other on the mic. They hyped the hell in next week's match, had fans at Dark's adopted hometown of Red Hot, Austin Red Hot, sick babyface. The company often overthinks and try to be clever, and also because of the guy in power position in the company, I was perfectly executed and created a ton of intrigue. So right next week's main event. So yeah, Starks won the Battle Royale. Proceeds to smoke NJ on the mic. That was a great segment. If you ever missed this, that was a great promo post-match segment. It was pretty good. Like Starks getting the spear on NJ. Yeah, next week will be big. So yeah, alright. Yeah. Alright, the TNT champion, Darby Allin versus Samoa Joe. Darby Allin bit off more he could chew Wednesday night when he challenged Samoa Joe for the TNT champion more than a year to London with the gold, which they appeared to wear earlier. Joe literally face-painted anti-hero, tossing around ringside like a rag doll. Allen's body splattered on the concrete floor, dominating actual momentary combat attempts saw score near fall off a cold red. Ill-fated attempt at coffin drop. Landed him in the weighing arms of Joe, who put him in a sleep in the car clutch for the submission victory. A post-match beatdown King Street can hold it. Waldo rushed the ring, chases full off. So yeah, this is almost uncomfortable to watch at times. It bumped Allen feeling closer and closer to dealing with a severe injury. On the other hand, it was a impressive display of brutality by Joe, who's had discovered his killer edge and ready to go on one last great run. The pending match of Warlord should be a ton of fun and a battle to see the better big man in the company. Alright, let's go to Casanelli, Yuta versus Garcia and Hager. Casanelli will challenge Jericho for the Ring of Honor World Championship Saturday night final battle. With the win, he will gain the title and never should have lost, a defeat that would see him forced to join Jericho Appreciation Society. First, though, the Swiss Superman team with Blackpool Combat Plot team member Wheeler Yuta against Jake Hager and the Orange Pure champion with Daniel Garcia. A hard-fought, ultra-competitive tag team match saw the heel isolate Yuta until the hot tag Casanelli brought the babyfaces back into it. Later, Hager from the heel and former Mysterio submission saw Casanelli to counter an ankle lock and deliver an uppercut for the win. After the match, a pre-tape video package served in as a swan song for Regal, who revealed his actions of Phil Gilbert to be a finalist and they could teach his Black Bullet Combat Club. Always stay one step ahead. Always keep your eyes on the back of your heads. The match was fine what it was, but the writing was so numb that everyone involved the BBC and JS was more of the same. Nothing new or interesting added to it. Honestly, Casanelli looked great as always, but Yuta and Garcia high school compared to what they were months ago. Nothing about this match made this match sound much more interesting in my book. So, I don't know it's going to be a good show. Regal said goodbye with Ray Stubb, and Mox appeared emotional. Added to the gravity to the situation. Okay, now we got the Jamie Hader interview. Women's trio match. Let's start with the interview. The Sasha Banks sat down and re-interviewed the AEW Women's World Champion Jamie Hayter, who is to challenge the winner of the Bunny versus Hikaru Shida, Friday's Rampage, backing Arena, Sky Blue, Max and Ray, Kiera Hogan battled TBS champion Jade Cargill, Red Velvet, and Leela Gray. The heels looked over Blue throughout the commercial break, but hot tag to Hogan sparked a comeback. Former member of the bags exploded into the match. High Cargill reeled into a match with Spinebuster and any chance of upset. Ray tagged in, quickly fell to Jade, as Cargill remained unbeaten. This was too rushed to matter, with a China Heat section taking place during the break, and Hogan's hot tag being relegated to a minute or so for a TBS champion, so the Spotlight scored a win. It's clear that Hogan's headed for a title shot, but right now everyone thing with Cargill feels like it's on autopilot as she continues to pull wins but show no signs of evolution when destroy any game in this site. So pretty much, yeah. Like Jade Cargill, like mostly I see versus Sasha Banks in a future Dynamite. I want to see that to happen. But the Jamie Hayter interview with it's gonna be like Hikaru Shida versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's Championship kind of unification. So yeah. Now we go to the main event. The AEW World Tag Team Championship match, the Acclaim versus FTR. The much like anticipated I mean the much anticipated match between the Acclaim and FTR for the former AEW World Tag Team Champion headline Wednesday's broadcast. We have some red hot offense from Bowens, Max Caster, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, Cesar Control worked over the ladder throughout the commercial. Hot tag to Bowens allowed the champ to stay in the match as action picked up the frenzied pace. Near fought a shoe drama with height, two teams trade signature finishing maneuvers. Also had the series of back to back near falls. Wheeler executed a bomb time for a jackknife pin only for Caster to counter and hooked his legs for the win. Also, this was again good match that probably should have been better. That was hurt by the rush backstretch. Television time was running out. They jam-packed a number of spots in the back, and he probably could have been still to breathe a bit. But technically, one bit too. Best tag team conservation and work with team only helped Bowens and Cassidy with wrestlers. This was a nice taste of what two teams are capable of, but we need a pay-per-view showdown to get the full effect. After the match, Gun Club revealed that FTR will defend their orange tag titles against the Briscoes Saturday night at Bright Battle. Consider the history between these teams, the reaction of fans, social media for the first two matches, desire to see them do battle against tackling on as I thought was ass backwards at least to say. And further evidence though, Power may not realize that what they have in for Harwood and Wheeler. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened in the main event. And for Dynamite, it was a pretty good Dynamite episode. It was good. I wish more shows could have been seen. So that was the Dynamite recap. Now for the SmackDown recap. Okay, now for the SmackDown recap. Alright, starting with the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. Sheamus and Butch versus the Usos. WWE wasted a little time Friday night, kicking off the show with the hotly anticipated title defense. Sami Zayn, Sikoa accompanied the champions, while Ridge and Holland seconded the challengers. A competitive match saw Sheamus and Butch push their twin opponents to the brink of defeat, only perfect timed 1D from the Usos and an expert inference from Zayn to ensure that the historical run on Jimmy and Jay continue. Sheamus is in the midst of one of the greatest reassurances we have ever seen in WWE, and we cannot change here. He was arguably the best wrestler in this match, elevated from already as an excellent product, come to expect from those involved. Zayn assisted the Usos retaining, helping further that the element of the storyline while protecting the babyfaces on a clean loss. A great start to the show, and the ladies had a phenomenal in-ring output both teams, which would have graded out even higher without commercial interruptions. Okay, that's my honest I'd say. It was also a great start to the show. Like, yeah, the ladies had phenomenal in-ring input both teams, so it would have been good, even without the commercial interruptions. So, Ellie and I call out Bray Wyatt. Let's go to that. Ellie and I hit the ring. Next, Ego call out Bray Wyatt for sneak attacks that left him injured over the last month. The recent NXT Export aired footage Headlining the Mask, Wyatt Ward during his return to Extreme Rules, lurking in the background as evidence of his former Universal Champion involvement in his injuries. We got a video interrupting featuring Uncle Howdy urging Wyatt to do it, and Knight deserves it. Ends with the Mask Enigma suggesting the door is closing. So here's my take on it. This was interesting for a few reasons. Notably, the fact that Knight is paying attention and actually calling out hints that Wyatt's involvement has been popping on television for weeks now. And honestly, in this Audi video, a woman's voice can be heard in the background echoing the sentiments of a central figure. Was it possible to share without isolating it? The voice sounded like Alexa Bliss. The same Bliss was subject of said Wyatt's mind games Monday night. So Wyatt vs. Knight may have been the most obvious first program for the former comeback, but it has features some solid storytelling, and an eventual match will go a long way in telling us exactly what this inner-car shit of Wyatt is going to be all about. Yeah. Alright, Hit Row interrupts Raiders versus Lego de Fantasma. The Viking Raiders return to the square circle, accompanied by Valhalla, looking to continue their established dominance. To do so, they will have to defeat Lego del Fantasma's Cruz del Zorro and Joaquin Wild, accompanied by Vizina Vega and Santos Escobar. For the match, Gorilla settled into his groove. Hit Row, BFAB provided a distraction, allowing Top Della and Ashton the Adonis tap from behind. The Babyface team laid out the competition while BFAB sent Valhalla to Vegas as Hit Row finally stood up for themselves and refused to be walked all over. It was nice to see these three teams featured in this segment. Not only establishes the foundation of a tag team division on SmackDown, the Usos have reigned for so long and have been so dominant, and it feels as though there's no competition for them. And honestly, booking a segment like this keeps all three teams at forefront, allows fans to get familiar with the next in line to Jimmy and Jay's throne. In the process, it sets up a set of fresh matchups between those involved. Top of that, it gives a side of feud of BFAB versus Valhalla versus Vega, a program featuring women's wrestling that is not central to the title scene. So, yeah, basically like that. Ricochet and the New Day versus Imperium. So let's talk about that. What started as a contract side for next week's Intercontinental Championship match between Ricochet and Gunther ended with New Day's qualifications to Xavier Woods backing up one and only, and a verbal exchange gave way to a six-man tag match. The match featured among the most babyfaces battling Gunther, Imperium's teammates Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, good as one to expect from the six competitors involved. The heels built heat by isolating Woods and Kingston at different points in the match. Hot tag to Ricochet in the showdown with the ring general. The action intensified every passing moment, escalating to a Kingston rocked Kaiser with the trouble in paradise. Ricochet putting in wave with a win. This was a night table settler for next week's title match. Ricochet looked great, and honestly building momentum for himself while booking the position in a real contender to Gunther's title. Does he stand a chance at actually beating the unstoppable Australian? No, but the Chicago fans should be red hot for one and only his quest to dethrone the ring general. This also highlights the New Day will challenge the Pretty Deadly for NXT tag titles Saturday NXT Deadline. I'm not going to see it. I'm here for RH Final Battle. Okay, yeah. So we also have Liv Morgan and Tegan Nox versus Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler. Now we got backstage, Karen Cross issued a word of warning to Rey Mysterio, honestly staring at his injured foot as he walked out of the trainer's room. It was the next direction for the former NXT champion. It should help him get on over the top tier heel, supposedly. If you know what other reason, it's clear doors for the master of the 619. In the arena, Liv Morgan and Nox made their way to the ring for a tag team showdown with Shayna Baszler and the SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. The heels worked over Nox early and often cutting her off from the partner until a hot tag sparked a comeback for the babyfaces. Morgan exploded into the ring, taking the fight to Baszler, being mocked and taunted by Rousey. And later in the match, Raquel Rodriguez made her way to the ringside, distracting Rousey, allowing Nox to deliver the Chinese Wizard, Baszler for the pinfall victory. Like most segments featured the SmackDown Women's Champion division, Rush and developed. Worse yet, was placed in a newly returned Nox in a position of weakness as the babyface apparel rather than letting her receive the hot tag. Yes, Morgan is more recognized and has a strong connection to the fans, but it's the best way to establish one of those spotlighting the talent. But she was over the summer. Nox could have been benefited from that, but that was instead lucky to score the win after an interference from Rodriguez. This is honestly backwards booking that helps no one and makes the babyfaces look amateurish and ongoing problem of anyone not named Rouse on Friday nights. We go to the actual main event, Kurt Angle's birthday celebration. Kurt Angle celebrated his birthday on a closing angle of Friday's show. It was not great. Like, the Olympic gold medalist homecoming was interrupted quickly like Jack Gable, Otis of Alpha Academy, who dominated the segment. Angle without input and any real significance. Honestly, he headed to the back for re-emerging with a fellow gold medalist, Gable Stevenson, then proceeded to douse the heels in milk as ode to the timeless 2001 Angle. Like, the Hall of Famer was barely allowed to address the fans' hometown, instead of playing second or third fiddle in a segment that hyped on his name. It was a continuation of questionable usage that dates back to Angle's previous run with the company. Angle deserves this, more importantly, has earned better than this. Yes, it put Great Gable at forefront, gave fans the image of Stevenson staying alongside Angle, but there are times when a legend should be highlighted, and this was such a moment. There was a rare miss from Triple H, arguably the worst segment of television in this regime. Thoughts on SmackDown? And the matches were good, but put Angle's birthday celebration was horrible to say the least. Yeah, the SmackDown match was okay, but the celebration at the end of the show with Kurt Angle, it was horrible. I don't know what Triple H is thinking, or Bulldog, or Triple Noseman as he called. How the fuck wait the fuck stupid. I don't know, he's got stupid or retarded. Let's leave it at that. Alright, let's go to a Rampage recap. Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takahashi. Rampage opened with Takahashi, Moxley arraying the ring, ready to fight. They circle around each other a bit for locking out to the first time rematch. Moxley won the previous counter, so Takahashi was taking a slow approach at first to feel him out, see where he could find weakness in his armor. After a few moments, Mox put him on his hand to show respect, but he slapped Takahashi before he could shake it. After disrespect, immediately changed the feel of the match. The skip physicality was a nice follow-up from the first encounter in July at Fyter Fest. Kakashi came close to winning a few times, getting kicked out of the Death Rider, unable to decide the Bulldog choke. So that was basically the matchup. And then Hangman Page ran down, brawled with the former world champion after the match until the Blackpool Combat Club broke things up. So yeah, like the match ended with when you choked out of the Bulldog choke, but Moxley won the match. And we have the brawl between Hangman Page and Moxley. So I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, pretty much. We got Hikaru Shida versus the Bunny. The Regina Dai Wave Championship on the line when Hikaru Shida defended the belt against the Bunny on this week's show. The Bunny tried to use some dirty tactics to take control, but the opening was looking for a cane when Shida misses a flying move, middle rope. Shida finds herself in defense on a commercial break. She was beginning to make a comeback when we return. Petty forward through Shida's candlestick into the ring. Strap and be wedged from Edwards and making a 3 count. But Shida managed to maintain upper hand and get the pin to retain her title. And this is what I gotta say. This was a decent match, but there were a few spots that could have looked better. At least they have a decent amount to work this week, you know. Alright, we got the Lee Moriarty and Big Bill versus Clayton Bloodstain and Izzy James. 2 jobbers, Izzy and Clayton, were paired up to face the duo Moriarty and newly Christian Big Bill Morrison. This was a definition of squash match, obviously ended with 2 single names for being the local talents at one or 2 fun moments, but it's ultimately just make firm seem relevant. The match reflected the fact that the match felt somewhat pointless, in my opinion. It could have aired on Dark, but everyone did a decent job what they had to work with. It didn't offer enough opportunities for anything interesting in my book. Alright, we go to the main event. Orange Cassidy versus Trent Seven. Orange Cassidy was tasked with defending All Atlantic Championship against a mystery opponent this week. The mystery man ended up being Trent Seven. Former UK Mustache Mountain. There's a reasonable spectacle start. Both men posed, but Seven began to upload stiff chops that almost took Cassidy down. Probably forward, accompanied Cassidy's rival kept saving to the ring, ran away to get the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny so he could fight the best friends in the back. He cast out along with Seven and Sabian ringside. So yeah, Cassidy ends up using Sabian to his advantage when he pulled away a suicide dive from Seven after kicking out Seven's best moves. Cassidy was able to get the pin with his finisher. Sabian immediately capped him after the bell. Dustin Rhodes came to help Cassidy end the show on a positive note. So honestly, here's my opinion. This was a fun and eccentric match for standout points. It could be interesting if Stan points out in AEW or RH anytime soon. My thoughts on Rampage, they could have ran a test pattern at the Moxley Taxi match, this still would have been the best Rampage, honestly, in a long time. So, yeah. Alright, yeah. Alright, let's go to the news stories. AEW sources say EC3's claims about William Regal are not true, false. There's been a lot of drama going on in AEW locker room recent months involving various names. The Hill Snowball was the all-out incident where CM Punk went for frustration with Page, Cole Cabana, and the Elite were getting into a backstage brawl with the Elite. There was an incident where Kingston faced Guevara and brawled with Andrade and Guevara. The former WWE star EC3 claimed that William Regal was frustrated with talent not taking up his offers to coach them. WWE shows and thought the management had maturity issues. Previously reported, Regal has parted from AEW and reportedly returned to WWE after the new year when his contract and rival promotion expires this month. But BJ Bethel of SC Scoops reports that several AEW sources claim that the claims made by EC3 about Regal was not true and blasted Carter for floating her out there. One source described it as completely inaccurate. Another source noted Carter, EC3, and James are being frustrated themselves not landing jobs in AEW. Neither Noah or Vince Wilson have ever been with that company. Yeah. The report cited a source stated there was no formal coaching session where something that was scheduled anything like that. Usually you would go down to the ring, help someone, and the word would spread like, hey, Regal's down the ring. The same source continued by knowing that Dustin Rhodes trains younger women's wrestlers on the roster. Others say that Bryan Danielson worked with people regularly and sessions including talent that appears regularly on Dynamite Rampage. And here's more from this. I can't believe, honestly, this is a story, another source said. It's complete bullshit. There was no schedule. You had to down the ring. People blew it off. Regal was never going to flat tell someone they had to come to the ring so he coached them. Regal would work with someone. People would go down, show up. A lot of people took advantage of it. Other vets do it all the time. It was always a younger women and men. Sometimes someone would work. Someone went down one. Sometimes it could be quite a few people down. It was totally informal. Like, another source noted that Regal would sit and talk with guys from stands to get fans' point of view. The person praised Regal being nice to the camera guys because they knew they made town look good on television. Regal has been an on-screen manager at Blackpool Combat Club since debuting in AEW in March before he turned on Moxley by costing the AEW World Heavyweight Champion by Eddie Menji. Yeah. The AEW World Title Championship attacked Regal last week on Dynamite, which was done to write him up on TV. So yeah, all these shit about Regal calling the company immature were false. Like EC3 is like a bum. You know, he don't need to be in AEW. Like, he needs to go back to WWE. He's a fucking bum. Fuck the lying bums. Fuck those bums. Alright, anyway, let's go to the Ray Paquette. She signed 2 different AEW contracts, talent producer for 3 years. Let's talk about that. Fuck EC3. Paquette appeared on No Sports Media Podcast with Richard D. Shit to talk about jury for WWE AEW and her work doing video content for Cincinnati Bagels. Like, I am not born and bred an NFL diehard fan, but I will say I haven't moved to the United States. I've been here for 10 years. I never get around. I started in New York, went to Las Vegas, now we're back in Cincinnati. Like, I never really had my team or, like, a reason really sticking my teeth. It was around this time last year, you know, I added a little extra month there. We moved to Cincinnati. We're like, God, look at the Bengals now. This team is unbeatable, so it's a perfect time to really kind of jump on the bandwagon, just bang on the bandwagon, but just on everyone in general, with perfect timing to become a Bengals fan, to see the city like about Bengals no matter what. Is able to see them go deep in playoffs and make it to the Super Bowl. It's like to see like amazing hot streak the team on again. Right now, yeah, it's an absolute blast. The fact I get to work with them now, I get to do my show with them, Renee all day is saying to me on why she returned to wrestling. I feel like last 2 years, been over 2 years since I left WWE. Since I left WWE, you know, I was planting little seeds, kind of worrying to see what grew and went a little love doing my podcast. And I feel like doing so many different jobs that kept me very busy, and it's been awesome. This is super fulfilling. But there was something part of me I never felt like I really left a wrestling world. I left the world of WWE to agree. And I mean, I'm still friends with tons of people there. I still like, you know, I kind of keep my eye on what's going on there. There's something about pro wrestling world. I don't think I realized how I was mentioning it. I still got to scratch that issue. The way about doing my podcast sessions, I having wrestlers to get to tell their stories, get to feel like I was still getting to experience like hanging out backstage. People just getting to see what's like going on that week, how's like going, all that stuff. So, you know, running their podcast form is great, but I miss the TV aspect. So yeah, I love the last 2 years while the world was turning upside down, that I was able to stay busy and stay working from home. I had my job, like all these great things, but I'm a TV person. That's where I started in business. It's like true love in terms of rest work, more like kind of looking at seeing with AEW, whatever time opportunities were looking there. I realized it was a great landing place for me. My time in WWE gained some valuable experience. There were so many different things I learned from being there, and I think really set me up my career, kind of whatever else is going to happen to me after WWE. So now to be in WWE, as earn all information, like experience, like it's like cool to work for a company where I truly use all these skills, whether it's doing interviews or how the shows are going to expand in the next little time. I would love for some kickoff shows, something I could truly host, doing interviews. I'm going to do that. I think my bread and butter is our true skills, hosting different shows, whatnot. So I hope something I'll get to do with AEW down the line. Even be able to help produce stuff. I don't think I'll be able how much I can be able to take work with the best, and I'll be able to apply that in AEW. So now being able to produce and have something that was very nice, shiny object to me. To be able to kind of flex in her area a bit has been really cool. Then she talks about her contract. She says she has a 3-year deal with AEW. I had 3 years of talent, also 3-year producer contract, so I had 2 different contracts. Honestly, she feels her role will evolve on TV, what we currently see in AEW. Like, I would love for that role to evolve from TV. Okay, I would love the role to evolve. I think the thing with AEW is a wrestling company is a match-heavy show, not necessarily about the broadcasting the way WWE was. It was all more about the great matches, showcasing talent in a different way. That being said, though, I mean, yeah, I love, like I always said, I love doing those interviews. I love doing backstage interviews. They're fun for me, especially when I could work with some younger talent. Maybe I've not been in that kind of situation before. Maybe there's so many people I'm dying to do some proper sit-down interviews with. I want to spend more middle time with somebody like really unpeel some of the layer and figure out what some of the characters try to push some stories forward, get some context to fans. Some of those wrestlers are. Even though some of the wrestling fans are like world-renowned stars, if you're a casual fan, you not know who everybody is. I would love to probably build more context to who they are and really get to that stuff. I also love doing that with podcasts. To do that, the television side, I love to do that. So yeah, this is Renee Cat. She wants to do more of that. So that's good for her. So, let's go. Now, we got AEW President Tony Khan defending his company behind several debuts while a relatively short period of time. Let's talk about that now. Over the past month, several debuts take place. Recently being Shane Taylor, who confronted former tag team partner King Leon last week's Rampage while speaking on the Battleground podcast. Tony Khan talked about Taylor's debut, and Chris has seen some fans. There are fans who have seen Shane Taylor before, and that's okay. You gotta introduce a new face all the time. When I was a younger wrestling fan, that was one of the things I was like about WWE Nitro. It is what the same promoter, Bishop would tell you. To use face to introduce new people on TV because they were ones who did it. I guess that's not acceptable no more. Wrestlers come to TBS or TNT is not new. People come announcing on the internet. It's something new. At the end of the day, you want to listen to what fans are saying. So yeah, basically it's more so like that. Like fans complain, but that's Tony Khan. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Sasha Banks fails trademark real name mid WWE suspension. Alright. WWE star Sasha Banks teased making moves outside promotion by trademark her real name Mercedes Fernando. Banks filed for trademark December 1st with the U.S. Patient Trademark Office. The Florida Raw SmackDown Women's Champion the front through Michael E. Dawkins helps the wrestler AEW stars with trademarks. Banks has well known me as not appeared for WWE since May due to suspended for walking out on episode of Raw. So yeah, like Sasha Banks is making trademarks and that's okay. She's going to New Japan and stuff, so yeah. So yeah, pretty much. Alright, pro wrestling legend Brian Whittingham in ICU following a heart attack. Earlier this week, the family of pro wrestling legend Barry Whittingham said sad news that the W Hall of Famer suffered a massive heart attack while traveling through the airport Friday night and at ECU at the undergoing emergency procedure. Mike Rona, the daughter of Whittingham's brother-in-law, Micah Rotunda, and Mike Runda, sister of Bray Wyatt, Beldas on a GoFundMe campaign to raise money for medical expenses. Description of the fundraiser. Michael revealed that Whittingham doesn't have health insurance and he's been limited to work injuries suffered during his legendary in-ring career. with these sentences, I informed my uncle. This is from he said that Barry suffered a massive heart attack Friday evening. Through the Atlanta airport, his darkest fear became a reality as he went to cardiac arrest. Heard in ICU is going to soon emergency procedure to save his life. As a fan, we are patiently waiting to be okay. But as of now, the future is uncertain. As in the future, many his position knows who have formerly done their lives at craft. Wyndham has an iconic legacy as an American professional wrestler, traveled the world for decades, entertained people ages with animalism and undeniable charisma. After years of wrestling, matches, traveling, staying worldwide, he experienced a number of tagging injuries. Ended up going through multiple surgeries that led to other health complications. Barry hung his boots for the last time in early 2000s. Since then, he has been limited with work due to his medical history, left with health insurance to face those times. One of the greatest stress and hardship, one that comes with extensive medical expenses that he's taken on. It is always overwhelming to the least. We are politely asking for any equipment and financial assistance to help cover his medical expenses and bills and see through his time. So yeah, Whittingham is best known for wrestling as a member of the iconic Four Horsemen stable, as well as holding NWA World Championship in 1993. 2012, Whittingham has inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame on his Four Horsemen stablemates Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and J.J. Dillon. Yeah, so sorry for Whittingham. He'll be okay. Yeah. There was an update to this. Like Bray Wyatt said he's going to be doing okay, so he's come out of the hospital okay, so this is good. That's the update from Bray Wyatt himself. Yeah. Alright, let's go to another news stories. WWE reported discussing Roman's working both nights of WrestleMania 39. We got rumor mills where rolling regarding potential plans for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 2039. The showcase memorial is still 4 months away. Cody Rhodes this week. But Cody Rhodes has already been a frontrunner for the spot of Roman Reigns challenger, while storyline dictates Sami Zayn could be a viable option. WWE continues chasing a dream match for Roman against The Rock. So many good options for the Tribal Chief fans. We'll see which company goes to the company first week in April. There's no company plans for shows yet, but as Dave Meltzer writes, Wrestling Observer Newsline discussions have been held regarding how Reigns wrestled on both nights of WrestleMania. So what Meltzer says that one of the things talked about internationally in WWE is for Reigns that wrestled both nights at Mania, with the working idea being Cody Rhodes, Dwayne Johnson. Nothing to finally, actually today, the best bet is that it won't take place like that. There's always talk of splitting up titles for Raw Championship at the Mania. Anything until probably mid-January. The plan has been finalized because of Royal Rumble this year. It's just talk. The complete overreaction when I noticed that Johnson won the Rumble thing as an eternal pie in the sky idea, which of course is a perfect world. What do you want to do? But that's hardly means a perfect world scenario. It's going to happen. Again, Johnson's about a bigger plan, things on his plate, like the NXL launch, movies, TV, whatever. And as to that, Reigns hadn't defended his title since he defeated Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia on November 5th. As part of the Bloodline, he emerged victorious in the War Games matches Survivor Series. So we all know the Rock and Roman is going to happen in WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. So I don't know. So let's stick to it. And yeah, honestly, like maybe if wrestling is something you want to be or not to be, I don't care. Okay, one more thing. I will review Final Battle, and it will be uploaded on Monday. Stay tuned for that. That's all I have to say. This is AgostoAllElite Podcast. I'll see y'all next Saturday. And one more time, stay tuned for the Monday review of Final Battle. It's gonna be on subscription service thing. So make sure to subscribe to listen to my Final Battle review. So that's all I gotta say. See y'all next Saturday. Bye.